Alrighty then. Greetings, keepers, again. Welcome back to a chill stream. Like an actual chill stream. This is gonna be just us sitting around and chatting, I was thinking. And just having, I don't know, some relaxing hours the rest of this night. I don't really expect anything too much. I don't really even know if anyone is gonna join. I like tossed out the link in some various places and hopefully maybe someone will join. I wasted some of my most personal favorite as far as art goes. It's like one of the old commissions I got from like Ketener ages ago. That's the thumbnail. Because I couldn't find anything else. I was like, oh, let's just make it a cool stream. So a cool stream needs a cool thumbnail. And here we are. Lounged back like really far back in my chair too. And it feels kind of weird because I'm not really used to streaming in this position. And when you change anything you're very used to whenever you're doing a specific task, it feels kind of weird. It's cool, guy. Thanks. Thanks. I appreciate the compliment. We're gonna be cool in here, though. Like, obviously, this is a cool stream. So anyone who is in the stream is cool. La boops. La boops. La boopity boop. Beepity boopity boop. Welcome back to the stream. I shall give you the welcome message again, though. Welcome. Welcome to die. But yeah, absolutely no purpose of this stream. We're having like a genuine chill stream. I need to work a little bit on just relaxing and laying back. Like, when I do these streams, it's a bit in the back of my head where I want to perform and I want to talk constantly. Want to try to make some sort of commentary on whatever it is that I'm playing. And I think some people appreciate that, because it's kind of like a let's play, but it's not really let's play, it's a live stream, you know? It's one of the few positive feedbacks I've gotten over the years is that people appreciate how much I'm talking when I'm streaming and how I'm constantly talking about something in the game. Because that's why people usually watch the streams. But you know those typical live streams, maybe you bump into them more on Twitch with people just playing the game. They're having a chill time. They don't focus too much on talking all the time. And I think also that's a very big reason why they can stream for such a long time. And so, between me and you guys, or like essentially anyone who would end up like listening to this or watching this, I'm having like a practice run with myself here. Because I'm just sitting back and leaning and I'm trying not to talk too much. It's a little bit with the brain space, brain power. Because I don't have much brain power left. I didn't sleep that well today. And yeah, I don't think I can make an entertaining stream. Yeah, sure. Shoot your shot. I do have the game recommendations thread, or forum thread on the Discord too, if you ever have something in mind. I did play a little bit of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 the other day, and that was a suggestion from one of the people that watched the stream, so... yeah. You can't always have it on the top, but if you're not usually a super social person either, it's very easy to use all your battery. Yeah, you should be able to. It's probably the best, because if you mention it here in the chat, sure, I'll take note of it, but I give no promises that I remember it. If you post it in an actual post, it's more likely that I remember it, and therefore more likely that I'll actually end up playing it. So, if you have game recommendations, that's a good way to do it. Just to toss it in there. I'm pretty sure you're on the server, so. Man, I don't really like this trend, though. You know, I'm not gonna get, like... it's a good conversation piece, so I'm just gonna toss it in there. But, you know, AI and AI-generated art and stuff like that. But it's... I'm getting kind of bothered because you see it more and more and more. And in particular on, you know, YouTube channels that have, like, several 100,000 subscribers, and maybe they post like memes. I'm not gonna throw like any specific channel out there, but I know there's a lot of people who do it, and you can just plainly see that the entire thumbnail is just AI generated, and I really don't like that. There's nothing I can do against it, like there's nothing I can do about it and stuff, but I just don't like it. I don't like seeing it. Backrooms type of game. Dreamcore. It doesn't ring any bell, at least. So I'm not sure I've seen it, but by any means. Yeah. The thing is, though, I don't think it's necessarily great to be, like, super on any kind of camp. There's a lot of things I really disagree about when it comes to AI art, obviously. I'm certainly not an AI chill, but as a whole, I don't like it. There's lots of, like, the thing is, the cat is already out of the bag, so getting AI art and stuff to stop completely is just not gonna happen. We just don't have enough, like, laws in place and regulations in place right now. So we really need to... There's a lot of stuff that need to happen in order for AI to become more viable and, like, more fair and interesting. And, like, AI as a tool is great for some people. Like, AI can be really fucking helpful, but, like, for a lot of stuff, especially, like, in the creative space, it's kind of destructive. So, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, it is. And there's a lot of stuff that we can probably say about things like, I don't know, DeviantArt, and the way their take is on a lot of the AI stuff. It was just until recently I was like, oh, well, there is actually a button on DeviantArt, so I can disable most of the AI stuff that's being posted, because if you select, like, AI tags or, like, the category, then it will just not show up in your browse stuff, but it's still kind of annoying. Like, if we're talking, like, specific, like, artist stuff, I think AI is great because you can maybe get, like, an idea, like a reference for, let's say, a pose. You want some kind of pose, so you can, like, generate a few different pictures of, like, oh, I want these kind of different poses to be able to reference. I'm not saying, like, copy paste, I'm just saying references. It's really great. Instead of, like, looking up real life pictures, you can just find them generating a few different, like, and you can get an idea. But people just making a few prompts, like writing in whatever XYZ thing, person doing this, wearing this, and then, like, copy pasting it, and then saying, like, oh, this is art. This is my art. I generated that. Essentially, like, all these AIs, they have, like, generated their entire library and, like, how they make their art based on real life artists and creative people that worked really hard, and they never agreed on it in most cases to have their stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of things that could be said about that, but yeah, that's kind of creepy. And the thing is, there's like no really any proper way to prevent it either. It's tricky. Like, I wouldn't be super keen on people taking what I write online and then trying to create some sort of character to talk to instead of talking to me or whatever. But then again, I think it's one of those things, like, the more people that know about you or care about you or stuff like that, like, yeah, famous people, I think, or famous people in different fandoms, for example, they might be in trouble. They might have stuff happen to them. It's the same kind of thing too. Technically, because I post a lot of stuff on YouTube, technically there wouldn't be too many things in ways for people to just, like, scrape up a lot of videos and then try to generate some sort of bot that talks like me, you know? Because I think my voice is out there so much in different streams, so technically it could be done. I just feel like it's just a little bit sucky. Because we don't have enough stuff, like, we don't have enough tools and regulations and things in place to handle this sort of boom that AI has come around with. Like, even, there's all these channels on YouTube, like, different people, they have made either social posts, like journals, or Twitter posts, or videos, or whatever, and they talk about AI. And I mean, technically, I would almost want to make a video just sitting around and talking, like, personal points, what I actually think about AI, and things that I, like, consider about it, like, things that are scary, things that are interesting, you know, just a general piece just talking about AI. But then again, I think, like, a lot of people on YouTube and social places, they're just kind of, like, fed up with it, right? So it's one thing if we're sitting and chitting and chatting. And one thing if we're, like, chit-chatting here about it, like, it's one thing, you know, relaxing stream and stuff, but, I don't know. There's a lot of things that can be said about it. Yeah. Ethical gerbs. Ethical gerbs. Yeah, that too. I think we have not even seen the worst of it yet, though. That's the thing. Like, not even like, oh, in 25 years, this is gonna... No, I mean, like, just, like, in 5 years or 10 years. Like, we have not even seen the worst of it. It's only going to get worse. You know? I hope you guys enjoying the chill vibes, though. I appreciate the company. I feel like I'm making amends a little bit by being a little bit absent. A little bit. I've been absent on the streaming front lately, so I'm trying to make it up because I have some juice left in the tank, so I just want to sit around and chill, you know? Ah, that's awesome, SPN. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. Just came by to say hi. Why don't you stick around and talk with us, though? We're talking about AI, apparently. AI is on our menu tonight. Yeah. There's one thing, at least as far as like YouTube goes, they added this thing recently in when you do streams or when you upload videos, there's this little option where it's like this content, I don't even remember what it says, but it says something like, oh, this content is kind of like showing something that did not happen or making like a famous person or identity talk that didn't saying things they didn't say or something. I don't even remember how they're worded, but essentially there's a few different boxes you can tick in. So like if you upload AI generated speech or whatever, or art or images, like fake stuff, essentially, you can keep it on YouTube, I think, but it's going to be like a big disclaimer, essentially. All right. That's cool. I hope work is going well for you. I hope you're having a chill time at work. And that, of course, the workday is going well. It's cool that you tune in during the work break, though. I get visitors during their breaks. That's kind of cool, actually, because sometimes when I'm on lunch break, I go on my YouTube and I check in. It's like, I don't really follow much live streamers on YouTube. But there's like a few videos, and maybe this live stream I could have watched, but I didn't. You know, I sit and watch that, like maybe I eat my pasta or something like that. So I think it as a great compliment when people tune in and say like, oh, can only stick around for a little bit. I'm at work, but yeah. Yeah. But here's the deal too, right? So if we're gonna talk about like law stuff, just because AI has gotten as big as it has and all like the impact it has on, you know, it could be fake, essentially. There's a lot of cases probably as well where people have actually done bad stuff or said bad stuff and they can be like, oh no, that's AI generated. And technically, they could be right. Like, even if they're lying about it, like, it's really hard to prove it, you know? Because technically someone could just generate that. Yay. I hope, actually, is that cool? So I can't really speak for myself. Like, I can't sell, I don't know. But how cool is it when you see a thumbnail? And it's like me, you know, it's that I'm live. You guys get excited? Because I know there's a few creators, when I see that they uploaded something or when they're live, it's like, oh, that's cool. I can click on this. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, that's for sure. There's a lot of stuff that we can say about AI. This is our way of doing a podcast. We're just sitting here and chit-chatting. I'm having a good time, though. The best thing is that I actually have someone to talk to. Someone to talk with, even. Let's put it that. Like, just talking to. Technically, I would always have someone to talk to. I just leave the VOD like open or up on YouTube. But it's very nice to have people to talk with. That's the right word. Or the right words. I gotta make my heart melt. Sniff. Cheesy. Cheesy. We should try to be genuine, though. The absolute chillest of chillest times. I think when I go live on YouTube, at least that's a place where I do get some compliments every once in a while. There's many other places on the internet we go to or we might be engaging, and there's only so much dark stuff or negative stuff, or people throw shit your way, or yeah, just being negative in general. What is your favorite cheese, though? I like Gouda. I think Gouda is nice, and I like the one called Port Salut. Like, generally, like, creamy kind of cheeses, you know? I like that, too. And also, like, when I eat sandwiches, I like to have cheese and cucumber. It's like my go-to combo, I think. What do you guys like on your regular, like, sandwiches? Like, don't make, like, toast stuff. Like, if you ignore, like, the toast stuff, it's, like, regular, some kind of bread, you know? And then you put stuff on it. Like, what do you have? Like, cheese? Sure, what kind of cheese? But do you have anything else? Because I'm a cheese and cucumber guy. If I can pick, like, if I go to the store and I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend money, like, these are the things I'm going to buy. I usually, like, go for cheese and cucumber because it's pretty cheap. Like, cucumber is pretty easy to get a hand on. But maybe you guys have something else. Maybe you're more like a peanut butter jelly kind of person. Only salami? Nothing else? I would struggle a little bit nowadays, I think. Like eating just salami on the sandwich. Like you have at least butter, right? Like butter and salami would be a little bit too plain for me. I would need something more. I like the crunch. Like, you know, when you eat through the cucumber. Okay, so now, here we go. Now we get some more here. So, salami, cheese, lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, and mayo. I would not put salt and pepper on my sandwich, if I'm going to be honest. Possibly pepper if I have, like, some mayo and stuff, but nah, not really. I would assume, like, this kind of sandwich, is that something like, let's say you go to Subway. Would you order salami, cheese, lettuce, tomato, salt, pepper, and mayo? Italian cold nuts, white American cheese, turkey, salami, green bell peppers, tomato, olive oil, and pepper. That sounds kind of interesting. Both turkey and salami. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I'm gonna say I don't like that. Green bell peppers. Now they're kind of fresh, but I always go for like orange or yellow or red bell peppers. Like, I don't like the green bell peppers that much. I can eat them. I don't mind them. But it's just a taste. Like, they're not bitter, but like the other bell peppers, they're just sweeter, you know? Much sweeter. Like, I like the red ones. But maybe they're too sweet for you. I don't know. Also, just because I'm a silly Swedish lion, I'm not sure. Italian submarine bread. I'm not even sure which one that is. I need to have a look. Let's have a looky. Italian submarine bread. What is this? What is? No, I have no fucking clue. It just looks like bread. Oh, okay. Well, they do taste different, though. That's the thing. Like, green bell peppers and red bell peppers, they taste way different. Yeah, like, I see the Italian sub roll stuff, like, here, like, submarine bread, and it just looks like bread. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to say, man. It's bread. Don't you love bread? I think I would like that kind of bread, though. I think it's fine. Beep, 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 beep. Italian cold cut sandwich. Okay. Italian cold cut sandwich near me. Let's see. Yeah, that looks nice. It's like white bread, but like, is there anything specific like with this bread? Like anything easy to tell that makes it different? Because it's like, by the description, it doesn't really give me too much. Like, it gives me ingredients, like how to make it, but does it taste like slightly, like, what's the deal? What's the deal, yo? If I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I'm not, like, super much of a bread person. Like, I can eat bread, I can eat a lot of different breads, but I'm not a baker. I don't know much about baking, or, like, the process of baking dough for bread, or, like, I mean, I know, like, what sourdough is and stuff like that, but I don't know a lot when it comes to these stuff. I want bread. Isn't there a game called, like, You Are Bread or something like that? Like the old, it's like old YouTube, like old Let's Play kind of game. Like, we're talking like the old, like, Jacksepticeye stuff and Markiplier and PewDiePie. They play the game called I Am Bread. I'm pretty sure I have that game in my library. Probably not installed, though. It's like that typical Let's Play game. I think you could also play as, like, was it a donut or something? I don't remember. You can, like, roll. It was like donut roll race or something like that. I think I played that. Well, that was actually hard. Like, I am Bread, that game, because you used like a controller, right? And you used the bumpers and triggers, and you like had to attach with the corners. I've seen some videos many years ago and people like speedrun them and stuff like that. Yeah. Stuff like that. I Am Bread was fun. Yeah, it was kind of like a good game. It was kind of like a good game. Let's see. Now the issue is here. I think I need to go BRB just a couple of minutes again. Like, I'm sorry. I am very, 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 very sorry that I might need to go BRB one more time. I don't like going BRB. But. What I will do, in order to keep you guys entertained and not leave my stream. Because I'll be sad if I come back and there's no one here. Let's see, can I do this? I need to figure out, I'm not really good on like changing stuff around on my live stream as I am live streaming. It's like doing two things at once. It's not really my strong suit. Let's see, where do I have it? It should be here somewhere. Is it here? Is it there? Is it? I think it's this one. Let's see. I'm cooking. Yeah, okay, I think it's this one. There we go. So I can do this. And I can do that. There we go. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. There we go. That should keep you entertained for now. Okay, BRB. Right, I am back. Unserious stream is unserious. Yeah, this is all a practice. I need to force myself. I need to force myself being able to leave the stream to do stuff. I need to force myself just sitting around and not talking much. Ay. Actually, I noticed I have a few GIFs with this specific pose, and there's like something with the transparency. So this one doesn't have teeth. Teethless. It's not toothless, it's teethless. But yeah, we're back, so we can remove that, and we can go back to normal. I'm gonna remove that. There we go. See, is it that one? Yeah, I'm trying to look here just so. That one is really small. No, I don't fucking know. Got so many different ones. Whatever. Right. Anyways. Oh yeah, I'm doing normal line activities right now. Super duper normal. Like sitting around and looking at buns. In particular, Italian submarine buns. The tab was still open. We are proper entertainers right now. Wouldn't it be absolutely super neato if we were just sitting around here chilling, and then all of a sudden there's like these random people popping in and we can talk to? I'm like, yo, who are you? You know, I never really liked that song that much. I mean, I can't say like I'm a Beatles fan in general. But like Yellow Submarine as a song is, you know, it's not really... I don't like it. I just find anything particular about it. Please don't go. You're like, please don't leave him with this guy. Don't leave me alone. It seemed like you're already been left alone. You are all alone. Mirren has left you. So now you're stuck with me. What are you gonna do about that? Implicity? Are you speaking English? You mean Yellow Submarine as a song? What is the song called? It's like 8 Days a Week or something like that, right? It's one of the better Beatles songs, I think. Do you guys have a favorite Beatles song? Let's talk about Beatles. Because why not? Is it work-related, possibly? Work-related emails? Are you allowed to do work-related email stuff right now? Yep. Yep. Cool. Cool, cool. That reminds me, I actually have some, like, online course thing that I sort of need to go through with my job. Like, it's not like I'm gonna get fired or anything. Like, it's just like an overdue thing. Like, a course that I should have taken quite some time ago. And I don't want to do it. Funny. Funny. I really don't want to do it. I don't want to do an online course. But I kind of need to. The thing is, too, I've taken, like, several of those online courses. And some of them I took, like, several months ago. And I still yet to tell my boss, like, hey, I finished all the courses. Can you pay me for the hours that I spent at home doing them? But the thing is, I don't want to tell him, hey, can I get paid for the hours I spent? Since I haven't finished all of the ones I should have finished, kind of. I should have finished them, like, 2 months ago or something. I only have one course left, but it's a big one. So I think it takes like 3 hours or something like that. And it's 3 hours for my own private time that I need to spend when I'm off from work. Maybe I should just bite a bullet and try to do it tomorrow. Even though I absolutely don't want to. Learning about stuff. And also learning about stuff that you're not necessarily super interested in, you know? That's the trickiest part. It's always easier if you have a slight interest in whatever it is that you need to teach yourself or that you want to learn. Obviously, it's gonna matter. That's probably why I fell off so damn hard back in school. Like the later stages of like maths and stuff. Because I had absolutely no interest for maths. Also, it played quite a lot of a big role in the kind of teachers you had as well. If you have a bad teacher, it's always harder or trickier. But yeah, maths. I'm the dumb one. I'm just gonna make an excuse. I'm a lion. I don't know anything. Nice. Victory. That's a win. Hell yeah. Restrain yourself, Red. Do not make a dumb comment. But yes, I'm happy. Let's make sure they make a nice cake. Hehehe. I'm honestly not that big fan of like cake in general. I considered baking myself or making a cake when I had my birthday. I've done it before. I've essentially made a cake for myself, and then like the day after or something, I might have like a friend coming over. It's like, hey, I have lots of cake. Do you want some? But I remember okay, so I made a birthday cake for myself when I spent the birthday like in my old flat, the really shitty one, and everyone was like busy and stuff, and I was like, I just want to I want to do something for my birthday. So I baked a big cake, had several big slices, and I was like, oh, I don't really feel I can eat some tomorrow, and then I ate some next morning, and I was like, okay, I don't want any more cake. So I had like this old couple living next door, and they would open the door in the morning when they get the newspaper and stuff. They would sometimes stand and talk with their other neighbor next door. It was kind of annoying, but that's beside the point. So when I heard them doing that, it's like, fuck it. I just got up, got the cake, and then I like opened the door. I was like, hey, neighbors. Do you guys want some cake? I got lots of cake over. And they're like, you know, old people. Old people love their fucking cakes. So, yeah. They got like half a cake. I'm sure I made their day. You know, for their coffee or something. They can have cake. I'm a good neighbor like that. That's one way to do it. You know, brownies maybe with some whipped cream. Maybe some banana. Kind of nice. Wait, did someone say that they're not a lion? Did I hear this correctly? Yeah, that's right. Better be careful in this stream. We don't want any imposters in here. Can't handle the imposters. What are you talking about? Am I hearing something here? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Better stay safe. What kind of music is this? The Gran Turismo music we're listening to right now? Media player, do tell. Yes, it is. Gran Turismo 3. That makes me think. I know I have so many games I should play, but I have sort of stuff out, so technically I could try to do the license test in Gran Turismo 2. I think that would be the next step. Because we started with Gran Turismo 4 ages ago, and then we did Gran Turismo 3 not super long ago. And obviously the right step would be to go back to Gran Turismo 2. Making lots of sounds here in the chat, guys. Oh my gosh. Silly furries are role-playing in my chat. Oops. My anarchy symbol. I love that clip. I love that clip. Oh yeah, this is super relaxing. Still a little bit too early for me to try to go to sleep, though. It has been really nice to being off work. I know, I think I said it in like the last stream today, or earlier today, but it has been really nice to be off work. And not like need to worry about coming in and covering for someone. I just wish it would have been even longer. I should be having a vacation in May sometime, I think. I think it's end of May, I have 1 week vacation. Was it in end of May? No, now I need to look, because now I don't remember. I wish I would have taken so I got on 2 weeks vacation at the same time, but like I'm kind of the person that's meant to fill in for work when people go on vacation. I need to have a look here. It's not there. Actually, it's not. So May is still usual. It's like first week. Yeah, first real week of June. I'm gonna have 1 entire week off. And I also hope that I'm possibly gonna have a couple of days before that. So the weekend before, like the 1st of June and the 31st of May, that would be sweet. But yeah, there's gonna be lots of work in June. Hopefully a decent paycheck, though. Anyways, how is it going for you guys at the jobs? I know, obviously, Mirren, you got your job now. Yeah, you had the interview and you got the job. Congratulations again. Really cool. How's it going at work for you, Beer? You having a good time at your work? Things working out? Hopefully I should get 2 proper weeks of vacation this summer, though. Last summer, I did not. I did not have any vacation, proper vacation at all last summer. It's kind of like, I don't mind. Like, I'm not the kind of person who goes out on adventure during the summer, but it was kind of rough. It's been a long time. I've had, like, some shorter breaks here and there, but for the last couple of years, I haven't really had any, like, entire weeks, you know? Sometimes I had a week here and there, I think, but I haven't had, like, a proper long vacation where you're just at home and I don't need to worry about, oh, I don't have money. As long as the money is okay, at least. At least it's not Pittsburgh. 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 Yes, Pittsburgh. I think there's a lot of typos that kind of goes unnoticed in small places, honestly. It never ends. That's how inside joke starts as well. Because you're gonna be like out with a crowd of people and you're gonna be like, Pittsburgh! And people's gonna be like, what's up? Like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? That reminds me, I'm gonna go on casting call thing and see if the person, if anyone has responded to my voice acting stuffy duffs. They have not. I've not had much luck. I'm not really a great voice actor or anything like that, but I've been trying to apply for some, like, let's say, like, smaller roles and stuff for small animation stuffs. Like, people that have, like, animal characters. I think that would be fun. Let's see. Nope, no responses. No comments, no nothing. That's sad. Well, then. There's still this one thing. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it already in previous streams or something, but there's this one person who's working on a little, like, wolf story thing. Kind of like warrior cats, but they're wolves, but not quite. I've voice acted some lines for one of the characters in there, and I'm super excited and hoping that they will be able to finish that in the future. I'm not sure I understand that reference. Ginger, nah, not really. But I think it would just be fun, you know, to voice act like animal characters. So I'm hoping to maybe expand my repertoire a little bit, or like just get better at voice acting by being people like in people's animations. And I think there's a lot of artists and stuff that makes like simple animations or smaller stories and stuff like as well, and they struggle to find voice actors. So I think I can do like various types of male characters at least. So it'd be fun to explore that a little bit as time goes on. But I've not had much luck though. I've sent a few submissions for roles, but I haven't like really gotten anything back yet. But then again, it's understandable because I'm not amazing. The one thing I got going for me is probably the microphone that I've set up right now, because the microphone quality is pretty decent. No, I would not. It would be more like talking, you know. Imagine like the Disney movies and stuff. Kind of like that. So you're just voice acting animal characters, essentially. You're not making animal noises. That's kind of cringe. I'd prefer to being real samples for animal noises, if I'm going to be honest. That's just me, though. If you guys want to do animal noises, that's fine. I don't judge. You do you. I don't want to do any. No. I would not make any animal puns. But by saying that, I might be lying. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Most of them, they probably already had their script written out and stuff like that. There's been some small cases where I read a script and be like, okay, this feels really weird to say this. It doesn't, like, flow. Shouldn't the character be saying something like this instead? It sounds a little bit more natural. That's the only thing. Nah. But it would be fun, though. I just would want to, like, voice act more animal characters, you know? It would be interesting. I just don't have that reach. Number one, I'm not that interesting in have, like, that voice acting expertise. So, people don't know about me. But the second thing, I don't really know much people that do it, so I need to find them. Zebra. Right. Zebra. Bruh. It's like Marty. I mean, it could be fun, kind of fun, actually. It depends a little bit what kind of animal characters they are. I think most would be kind of cool, honestly. But I do believe the ones that I've been aiming for, that I've been applying for, they have been more like the more chill, laid-back ones. Like, kind of the ones where you can practice with your sort of normal speaking voice and don't, like, try to make yourself sound way different. Because I don't have the skills for that. Right. We're assigning stuff here now. No, it's an omnivore now. You said it. Actually, I've seen, I don't remember where or when, but I remember faintly, like, seeing people. Was it a DeviantArt, maybe? I remember. But they made, like, meat-eating zebras or something like that, and they were, like, attacking back, or it was really wonky. It was really wonky. I don't remember it, though. Yeah. That's us. That's us, all right. But hey, since you assigned me as like a zebra, then I want to assign you as a walking stick. That's your new zone. That's your new zona now, and you can't stop it. A wandering stick. How about that? You like your new identity? Funny.
I'll stick to it then. Very nice. What do you guys think about me talking like this for the rest of the stream? It would probably be pretty damn awkward, don't you think? Hey there, buddy. Do you guys enjoy the stream? I don't know if we should start a game maybe, but maybe would you enjoy that sort of thing? Christopher. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I actually sound pretty damn dumb when I do it like that. Hey, buddy. Hey, guy. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Right. Someone put me in jail. Actually, no. That'd be kind of boring. That would be kind of boring. I need some grape soda. Perfect. I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I bought like those packages that you fill with water and you get ice cubes, because I don't have an ice cube machine. That's for like fancy people, fancy folks that have lots of money. But I didn't put any ice cubes inside of my grape soda. So I mean, technically it's not a bad idea. But the dirty little secret is that my brain is very bad. It doesn't compute well. And when I say it doesn't compute well, I also mean like memory-wise. I struggle really hard to remember specific things like names and like remembering, for example, how to do voices. So I'm sure I can probably do some weird noises, but noises and voices. But the problem is I don't remember how I do them all the time. Yeah, it's actually a fucking art. Like people who are voice acting and they remember a lot of different noises. That's the thing. I'm impressed by those. Oh. Atler the Dark. Welcome to the Pride. Thanks for subscribing. I read that first as After the Dark or After Dark, but that was not right. So I was happy that I did not say that. But yeah, I'm actually like genuinely impressed by people who can change their voice a lot and they remember how to do it. It's kind of like a practice. I think if I spent... I was gonna say, if I was locked in like, not a cage, but like I was locked in a room, maybe with a mirror and a microphone or something like that, and I maybe had to spend like 6 hours in there or something, or 12 hours, I could probably like write down, and it's like I'm putting up a scenario that I do to myself just to get good at it. But yeah, I could write down and remember and try to like actually spend energy remembering how to do specific voices. I think I would need to do something like that in order to remotely remember it. And I'd also actively need to use said voices. Otherwise, I'm like, it's not going to stick. And it's also kind of cringy because since I'm not really good at voice acting and I can't do lots of different voices, if I do attempt to do these kind of voices on command, it's going to sound cringy. So I'm not doing it. I'm saving everyone the hassle. It's one of those things that might pop up every once in a while, like when we do the streams. When we do streaming to different games and there's like a situation, maybe just my brain decides like, hey, I'm going to cross this bridge right here and say these words, sounding like that. But yeah, I'm not a good voice actor and I probably never will be. But it's fun. It's still fun though. I see the great fun in it and I would love to explore it more, you know? I'm just a little bit late. I should have done it earlier. But you need the confidence too, I think. You need to be fairly confident in what you're doing and what you're saying and like, you know, put yourself out there and sounding kind of dumb and silly. Because not everyone can sound amazing on the first try. Yeah, professional voice acting. I would do it more like a little bit more hobby. Like, I would love for people to kind of like know, hey, this guy exists and he talks and does some voices and he can do animal characters. Like, I would be super content with that. Like, nothing about like becoming famous or making money off it necessarily. Yeah, you kind of do. But it takes a lot of practice. I'm sure. But since I've gotten some practice through doing live streaming, just talking with some of you guys, it will be a natural step, you know? Kind of like taking a separate path. It's, you have like a skill tree, right? And then when you acquired like getting comfortable with doing live streaming, and it's like different skill tree, and then it's like a branch going off to the side. It's like, try voice acting. Yeah. But I'm not like kind of person that stands in front of the mirror and talk to myself and do like all these different voices, or I'm not even the kind of person that sings in the shower, you know? So it's all live streaming. It's like when I do something, I do it like full on purpose. Like, hey, I'm doing this because I'm going to record it for this specific thing. That's how I work, at least. So everyone works a little bit different. So I'm never going to be like reach those heights, or never going to be that amazing or that cool or anything like that. So, but something to expand upon. I feel like it's a natural evolution of the red, you know? I think the height of that would be like some semi-big or semi-known animation or story, and then be able to like voice act some kind of lion character in it, or big cat character. That would probably be like the best. So it's like something that people actually like watch and know about, and then you get to like voice act some kind of like big cat character. That would be like the dream, sort of. At least for me, someone at my level. I don't think even like, you know, it's realistically to think like, oh, imagine in the future, I would be like voice acting characters for DreamWorks. Like that's, I'm not even gonna go there. It's not even a dream. I don't even think I will find it fun or that interest. But it's one way to live your life. Don't forget to live your life to the fullest, guys. Oh my gosh. Cheesy. And here we go with the AI pictures again. I shouldn't be browsing while streaming. I wonder if I should just lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Oh shit, that makes me think of Need for Speed Underground 2. They have that song in there. It goes like that. I don't remember exactly how it goes, but they sing it like that. What's it called? I can't play it on stream though, because, you know, copyright. Not strike. It's not a strike. You get a copyright notice, I think, when you have copyright material in your videos that you don't have the rights for. But yeah, I'm kind of... I think possibly that I have Need for Speed Underground 2 as a copy on one of my drives, like game drives. I mean, technically, maybe. It just doesn't work that well. The only thing I can think of is like if you send memes or something and I would open them on stream, but I don't want to do that. Not tonight. It's kind of like the thing is organizing. I think if I did something like that, I would have like a submission board, and then I would go through them. Or no, that wouldn't work either. I would have someone go through them and try to pick like the best ones, and then I have like a one-off stream or something where I sit like and open them and react to them as it happens. Yeah, what here, you could get disappointed though. You could have like all these great memes that you think are amazing and that makes you laugh, and then you show them to me and I'm like, well, I guess it's kind of funny. I wouldn't even get amused by them. What, do you grill inside? Anyways, I got a bit excited. I remember I was going to say something. I was going to say something, I think I was going to say how I wanted to play Need for Speed Underground 2. I've been kind of like feeling it in the back of my... I was saying back of my brain. In the backbone of my body. English. Well, yeah. I'm kind of feeling it because I played through Need for Speed Underground the first one and that was really enjoyable. But I think I get more nostalgic vibes from Need for Speed Underground 2 because I played that way more. And I also played that in my room on my Xbox. I had a really good time there. And this was like something with the music. I also think, yeah, I do remember. Now, I don't remember which year it was. It was probably right after it released, most likely. So I think I'm just going to assume that it was the Christmas of 2004, because I'm pretty sure that Need for Speed Underground 2 got released like autumn 2004, something like that. But yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2, I played that on the Xbox, and I got that as my Christmas gift. That was one of my Christmas gifts. It was Need for Speed Underground 2 for Xbox, and I played the snot out of that game. Oh. It happens. What you can do is actually refresh the stream once after you joined it, and it should catch up, because sometimes YouTube does this thing. Depending on when you join, you can get like a few seconds extra delay. At most, this stream should have like 4 seconds or something, or less. Because I use the ultra low latency, which is not really that low, but I mean, technology. You know, 4 seconds delay on an actual live stream that goes like across the planet, I think that's okay. Like, what, like, yeah. It needs to go through their service and then get sent out and stuff like that. So, I guess like the technical, like actual delay would probably be more like 3 seconds maybe. That's the best I can do, yo. I think maybe Twitch is doing it a little bit better than what YouTube is doing it, but I'm not fully sure. I don't really know, man. I think I only streamed to Twitch like 3 times. Like, I don't know, 15 years ago? Maybe not 15 years ago. Would it be 12 years ago? I don't remember. Would it be? Yeah, maybe it was 12 years ago. Yeah, like 2012. Yeah. Let's go with that. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm giving you a welcome message. Welcome to the suffering. You shall regret everything. Yeah. So, okay, I think I got somewhat of an explanation to that. It's, like over a year ago, like 2 years ago or something like that, YouTube changed stuff in their API. Essentially, like, it's all the stuff that Stream Elements and Stream Deck and everything else that, you know, if they want statistics or stats on when someone subscribes or how many subscribers you have or anything like that, or what else it might be, YouTube does not release that information in the same way and as often, and it's not as public. So I think there's an extra day. Like, for example, as well, people that have their subscriptions private, I'm not going to see that. Like, if someone subscribes and they have their subscriptions private, I'm not going to be able to know if they even subscribe. And also, it's like, a little bit, if I can get, like, 10 minutes later that someone subscribed, and I wouldn't even know, like, I got it 10 minutes late. So it's not perfect. Hashtag YouTube problems, essentially. That's just life. That's just how it is. But yeah, have you guys been up to anything exciting lately? You know, since I'm running out of topics to talk about, I need fresh stuff on the table. I'm not a good enough entertainer, so it is what it is. We're also running through our Gran Turismo music pretty fast here. Maybe some Ridge Racer stuff later. What can we listen to? I don't know, I'm in a very chill mood today, so I don't want to listen to, like, too intense music. Then again, I don't really have too much music in this, like, media list for our YouTube streams either. You know how it is. I feel like listening to story. We should probably go back to, like, the jazzy music again at the top. I like that. We're kind of listening to the neo-jazz right now. It's the only time I really listen to jazz music is when we're doing the streams. It's a little bit funny. Not the jazz person. Don't really listen to jazz music. but that's what we have when we do the live stream. I think it would be cool. But the problem is I don't think it would be cool if Disney did it. Because Disney has been kind of sucking lately. Hell yeah! Bermuda Triangle. Insert joke here about getting lost in the Bermuda Triangle. I hope you're gonna have a good time. So it's gonna be like a fancy cruise with all the drinkings and, you know, sitting outside and chilling and like not doing. Oh, you gotta have like we're gonna have stops. Like, where are the stops gonna be? It seems like it's quite a trip. But yeah, I think it would be kind of cool to see a spiritual successor of the Lion King. If it was based on Indian lions. But the thing is, it's like anything that Disney has been releasing lately has been kind of doo-doo. That's just what I think, though. I think a lot of people share that opinion too, but some do not. I feel like I don't want people to see me like some sort of elitist or whatever, just because I preferred it to like first movies, but Bermuda. Breh. Like, breh. Muda. Breh. No, but this is chill. Bruh. Now you're asking the big questions here. That you really are. So there's always like a slight chance that it could, but the likelihood of it being saved, I think, is very low at this point. It's like any other company, like, you know, it's a lot about making money. But considering the decisions they made, like all their movies, like all their focus, like how they've been making the movies, and I don't know. I really feel like they've shot themselves in the foot one times too many. And then also like in the yesteryears kind of developments, you know, with the like the Disney Plus thing and the streaming platforms, and I kind of feel a little bit, so this is my personal opinion. I really feel like Disney as a whole is like nearing some kind of collapse. Now, these companies, they exist for a long time. I don't think they're gonna like collapse completely. What could happen technically is that things go to shit with Disney, and then they get acquired, possibly. But keep in mind, like, Disney, it's a massive fucking company. Like, I don't think they're like top 10 necessarily on the planet, you know, like kind of like Apple is and Tesla and stuff like that. But it's a humongous among us. It's a huge ass company, so it's not gonna happen. But it's just like the respect though, like, since they shot themselves in the foot, essentially they're digging themselves further and further down in a hole where it's just gonna get worse and worse for us. Like, Disney's gonna continue surviving, but as a company, the good stuff, like, it's not. I cannot, in a sense, I don't want to talk about it because it makes me upset to some extent. Because, you know, it's a Disney as a name, like, you know, we hold it near and dear. Mostly because of all the stuff that we grew up on, and the movies and the series and characters and, you know, merchandise and like everything. A lot of things. But personally, I just don't see like how they would save themselves so they don't look like shit anymore. It's just like too much company stuff. But it's kind of also like the way the world is moving. Like how the way the world has been moving the last like 20 years and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah. I think I'm a little bit above my head here. I'm above my pay grade. No, it's like, I don't know enough. Like, I wish I could like bring out statistics and numbers out of my ass and be like, okay, this is why it works this way. This is why things are going to happen. And then like add my opinion on top of that. But I can't because I'm not educated enough. I just don't know enough. But my general feel is that Disney's kind of lost. And it's just going to stray further and further away. And essentially just like, it just has all the IPs, you know, intellectual property of like all these characters and movies and series that we liked. But it feels so soulless to me. And I don't really like most of the stuff that they've been doing. There might be some exceptions to and from, but as a whole, I don't know. I appreciate the things that I appreciate that they had in the past and that they made, but anything new recently, like, I've not been impressed. Or, yeah. What would it take for a second Disney Renaissance? You know, that's just a little bit more of an interesting conversation piece, because when you think of it, like, what are the likelihood that Disney would go back and start drawing like traditional animation? Because it's not, you know, it's all about computer animation sort of stuff where the traditional art of animating movies it's not lost quite. I'm sure they have a division still for it to some extent. But Disney has been pushing really hard with the computer animated stuff and the Flash things and what else, because it's quicker and it's cheaper. But I am wondering, so I think Disney also kind of push, like many other companies, they push a little bit for the AI thing. So give it like maybe 10 years or something like that. And possibly with the help of some AI tools, we could probably go back to getting more traditional looking movies. Because the reason why they probably moved away so much from doing the traditional, you know, Disney movies and art is because it cost too much money. It was too hard to make the 2D animations. Sony Animation is coming out with a 2D animated movie that's about dog, but it's going to be R-rated. That sounds kind of cool, actually. I think I've heard something about it, but I need to look that up. When you say that, R-rated, I start thinking about Plague Dogs. That's such a sad movie. Have you guys seen Plague Dogs? Anyways, but yeah, to answer that, it's like Disney's second renaissance. I think we might, there's a small likelihood that we at least get that kind of content. But what I'm worried about is in today's age and time is that there's going to be too much political correctness and stuff affecting kind of like the creative process of making these things. Everything needs to be so tippy-tappy and walking on, you know, glass. Walking on glass panes. Can't please everyone. Everyone's going to be offended by it, so it's going to be like safe bets left and right, and I don't like it. But that's a completely other, like, you know, we open Pandora's box here. That's opening another can of worms, as you say. Yeah, like these are more like when you talk about My Little Pony and Has-Been Hotel and stuff like that, is you know, it's more like flash animation movies. I think they even call it that, right? Flash animation kind of style, I think that it's more like computer generated and quicker to work with and costs way less money. But I would really like to see more like traditional 2D style movies coming back. And preferably, it would actually be like, kind of like animals and stuff, like Fables kind of, like, you know, those kind of things. Similar to how we had it like during the 90s. Maybe early 2000s, you know? 2000 body comedy. Digital 2D animation. Well, we'll see what happens. It's gonna be interesting, at least. But between me and you guys, I highly doubt they're gonna, like, release... Like, I'd love to be proven wrong. I really love to be proven wrong, but, like, you know, think, like... I don't know, let's say DreamWorks, like, the Spirit, or Balto, or like The Lion King, or Fox and the Hound, like stuff like I don't see anyone releasing anything like that in that sort of quality and that sort of like old school 2D animation. I highly doubt it. I want to be proven wrong though. I wish like there would be studios coming up and, you know, making those kind of movies. I would love to see new content with these kind of like animal characters with like human traits and anthropomorphic behavior. Let's put it that way. That'd be really sweet. Like some new content and new stuff, but there hasn't been anything. So I've been digging myself down in deep with the fandom that I've been with since my teens, which is the Lion King fandom. And it's been kind of nice, you know, meeting a lot of people and chilling and stuff like that, so don't mind it, but more content would be nice. See, I thought it was pretty neat, all they said, but when you said Looney Tunes, I felt a little bit meh. Because I'm not that big fan of Looney Tunes. But it could still be fun, though. I think they got, like, they got the tools and the means to be able to create something good, so we'll see. That's actually, like, rated towards, like, adult audiences would be fun. You know? But yeah, I probably need to sit down and chill sometime and watch Plague Dogs again. I probably need to watch, like, Philaday as well. You know, adult kind of, like, animal movies. Yeah, so, like, if we watch some of the Lion Guard stuff, if we watch some of the first few, like, episodes, like, from the first season, it looks like ass. It really does look like ass. Now, I'm not going to say some of the later stuff doesn't look like ass, but it looks way less like ass. Like, there are some scenes in some places, like, it actually looks okay. So I think the teams that were working on, or the people working behind it, they got better at what they were doing. But, like, yeah, I don't want to go in on a rant on it, though, because there's been so many other times and other streams I've done it. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Lion Guard for many reasons, but the animation is great. I understand that they can't have the same standard like the first movie or not even the second movie because reasons. But yeah. Yeah, it's just sad. Plague Dogs is just such a sad movie. It's a good movie, but it's sad. I did appreciate that one a lot. I watched it pretty late though. I think the first time I watched Plague Dogs was probably like Plague Dogs, let's see, 2015 maybe? I think like 2014, like, no, I think 15. Like 2015 or 14, that's when I watched Plague Dogs for the first time. I'm pretty positive. Yeah. I know some people use that as an excuse though. It's like, oh, you don't like it. It's like, keep in mind that the Lion Guard is, you know, aimed towards like juniors, like smaller smaller kids essentially. Yeah, it's like to some extent you can use that, but it's not a full excuse why it's as bad as it is. There's many different ways they could have done it way better. I will say this, I don't feel like going on a full-on The Lion Guard rant in this stream because I feel like I'm going to bore people if they end up listening to this stream. So for the sake of being able to change the subject very quickly, I will just say this, that as far as like making the Lion Guard goes, the quality is not great. And there's stuff like in the writing that's absolutely trash and terrible and sort of like a sin towards the Lion King. It really is. But they could have done so much better. Instead of the whole The Lion Guard stuff, I would want them to just have made maybe a series about Kova and Kiara's cubs growing up, you know? So they could have made it a children's series and like talk about life lessons and stuff, but instead in the perspective of Kova and Kiara's cubs. So they would continue the story on from the second movie instead of just forcing, like shoving a fucking big, I don't even know what, like a big fucking log into someone's ass. Because like it's so bad. That sounded way more brutal than I wanted to, but I couldn't come up with any creative idea what using something, whatever. Doesn't matter. I just don't like it. The missed opportunity, it's bad. It's just bad. No, Plague Dogs and Philaday was intended for adults. Those are not children at all. Like, they are adult movies, essentially. Yeah. Can't remember it. I haven't seen the entire movie. But I remember there was a lot of stuff going on because there were like parents who thought that it was like a kids movie or something, and they took their kids to the cinema or something or whatever, and yeah, it oof. Just a big oof. Just a big oofers. I don't think it's healthy though. I always end up like sort of ranting about a Lion Guard, and I don't want to. I want to make it very clear to anyone who might be listening to this is that I don't necessarily hate on anyone that likes the Lion Guard or likes the characters in it and stuff like that, but it's like I want people to be a little bit more realistic about it, because the Lion King fandom has been so starved that they essentially just swallow anything that Disney makes. It's like, oh, Lion King stuff, oh, so blah blah blah. And it's like, I know there's been people who've been like, oh yeah, Lion Guard's kind of shit, and then like they sit and watch it, and then after they watch the entire thing, it's like, yeah, I guess it's okay, you know, I kind of like this and stuff. It's because they kind of get brainwashed into liking it, right? It's not that it is that good. I know it recovers a little bit in the later parts. Ah, damn it, I'm sitting and ranting about the fucking link. I don't care. It's fine. I don't care about Lion Guard. It's whatever. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, it's gonna be that kind of. It's gonna have that kind of humor. That's interesting. Okay, that's not what I thought it was gonna be when you explained it. You know? I would probably watch it though if it's about dogs. It's okay to rant, but here's the deal, right? There's some subjects, when I sit back, like, I know I talk about the same stuff over and over several times. There's specific things on my streams or on my channel where it's just like, it's like a broken record, you know? So I try to better myself. I'll try. There's gonna be a point in time where it comes out and I'm gonna sit and rant about it for new people that haven't heard all the stuff. But yeah, I'm a broken record. Tasteful humor, so lot my pop good. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's like a lot up to proofing or proofing. They have a lot to prove. We will see. Do you know when it's gonna be released? It's gonna be like a movie, right? It's not a series, it's a movie. You said it was a movie, right? I think you said it was a movie. Okay, lean back. So I got my YouTube front page here with thumbnails. And there's this one called "This Polite Stray Cat Knocked on the Door Trying to Ask for Adoption." And I kind of want to click on it. But, you know, obviously I'm streaming right now. Cool. Not even an estimated release date, so it could technically be 2 years before we see it. Can you send a link for it? Can you send like a link on Discord or something like that so I can see it? I'm not gonna like open it on stream or anything like that. I just want to see it so I know what I'm looking at. Maybe you get to see a little bit how the style is. Like, I'm only going on words so far. I don't recall if I've seen it or not. Uno momento, por favor. Sí, sí, señor. I'm having a good time. Can you guys imagine that? We're having 2 streams today. It doesn't happen every day. We have 2 streams. Isn't it fun? Aren't we having fun here? Man, we've only been streaming for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Felt like way longer. Well, it's probably because I only streamed once. We had like that, the balls stream. I think people were happy about seeing balls. I think there were a lot of people that tuned in the beginning of the stream, but then they realized how much the game sucked because there was no action. So they like dipped. They dipped and went away. They fled. Scary, scary. But you actually need to open Discord in order to see it too. Oh, okay. That was not at all what I was thinking it would look like. Yeah, but it could be fun. Could be nice. The thing is, Mirren sent some kind of clip on Discord, but I can't click it because it's probably like audio in it. You know, all honesty, with the images that you're sending now on the fixed, it looks more like Cartoon Network stuff. Like Courage. You know? That's what I'm thinking. So it feels like kind of like Cartoon Network-y. But it would probably be fun to see it, though. I do believe. I do believe the funds. See when it gets released, though. It's probably a fun project to work on as well. Like if you're an animator or a writer or whatever. Probably even voice actor. Probably need more stuff like that. That makes sense, actually. That does make sense, what it's like seeing the images. It's gonna be insane, yo. I believe you. I believe you. Let's see all the cool stuff. Alright. So, what I'm going now, let's take a deep breath. And I'm not gonna say anything for 10 seconds. And I'm gonna see how my brain feels after that. That felt weird. I think that was 10 seconds. Yeah, it's not like I'm having like some sort of yoga class or anything like that. It's yoga. Reaching Zen. No, but it was just like, feel kind of weird. Because you do sit and talk a lot when you're doing these live streams. And I think I actually need to remind myself not to talk too much either. It's a bit funny because back in the day, back in the early days, the dawn of the red, it was the kind of thing when you were streaming. It always felt like a pressure, you know? Because any sort of stream you were doing, any sort of game you were playing, it was all about like, damn, I'm being boring right now. It's like my commentary sucks so much ass. Like, it's not probably fun to listen to this. It's probably not fun to watch this. And to be fair, there's probably still a lot of videos where that's the case. I'm not going to say it's amazing or anything. But one thing that has changed is, as of recent, like yesteryear, I talk a lot constantly, and I don't think it's a good kind of talking, because sometimes I think it's just talking for the sake of talking. A revelation moment. Yeah, sure. Let's call it that. But as long as there's someone in the chat to talk with, it's usually fine. But yeah, it's this is a practice stream, though. Here's the thing, though. This is not meant to be like an entertaining stream. I'm just live for the sake of being live. Like, I can be live. It's kind of like I need to prove myself. I'm doing this for me. I need to prove myself that I don't need to talk all the fucking time. I don't need to make an entertaining stream. And maybe people will still stick around. You do realize, like, if you guys would have been completely quiet and not said anything, this stream could have, like, ended 20 minutes ago. Half an hour ago. I don't know. Because a person can only sit around and talk to himself for so long, and it would be entertaining. It's one thing if you're, like, playing a game. It's usually a little bit easier because you can sort of focus on the game and talk about the game. But if you don't have any game, and you're doing like me, like now. I've talked about it many times before as well. I think a lot of people that start streaming, or they do the live streaming stuff, they probably quit live streaming prematurely. Like, not only just once, like stop the stream, like quit streaming in general prematurely, because they can't establish, or they can't find people that are online or willing to sit around in their streams. So it's kind of like lost potential. Because a lot of streaming is like, I'm not going to say give or take necessarily. That's not what I'm quite after. But like that whole interaction. That's why some big streamer also do so well for themselves. Because there's always so much stuff happening, you know? So they can almost like respond or react to that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's true. But I do believe, like, as a streamer, you have, like, some sort of, not responsibility, that's not the right word, but you need to be able to, like, do something. I wouldn't find much amusement in tuning into a stream, and then sitting and listening to a guy that sits and talks, and then he just goes quiet for, like, a minute, and then he says, like, 2 words, and then he's quiet for another 30 seconds, and then he says some other thing. I mean, but then you're working on editing, so people are, like, probably watching it for the editing, like what you do and how you do your craft, you know? But this, we're sitting here and talking. This is some chill Wii Shop music playing in the background, and we have a chat open, and a little bit of chatting going on the microphone to the chat, and the chat goes back here with text, and yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's not really pressure, it's just that I need to learn. I need to learn, and I need to learn how to do better. This is all about growing. Practice stream. I wouldn't mind doing these streams a little bit more often too, but a lot is dependent on when people are available, when people are around and are able to tune in. I think I've done similar streams fairly often. Not fairly often, I'm lying. I'm lying now. But I've done similar streams in the past a few times here and there, and yeah, it's not all the time there's someone able to stick around and chit chat, you know? Yeah. No, it's this works just fine as sort of like a chill, relaxing stream. I would love to have sort of the outside perspective of not being me and listening to these kind of videos. Like if you're laying around and chilling like in bed, let's say right before you try to sleep or something. Or maybe you're working on an essay or whatever, like, you know, background noise. I would kind of like that because, number one, it's my voice, so I'm always going to be bothered slightly by my voice. It's not as nice to listen to your own voice. Sometimes I need to listen to it just because I do editing and find clips, and yeah, I need to know what kind of content that I create, essentially. But it would be nice, like, from outside perspective. I will never be able to find that out properly. Like, no one can explain that to me. Like, I would never understand that. But like, if I had that superpower, just be able to understand, it's like, huh, this sounds kind of bad, or this is kind of nice, or this could be focused on. I just have this sort of belief that the people that probably most likely would stick around and enjoy this kind of thing is probably like workshop, kind of like sit and chill, like these kind of things at least. I don't know about the actual streams though, with like gameplay and stuff like that. Probably way different. Probably way different. Sort of, yeah. Sort of like a third person. It's hard to disconnect from your own work and your own progress, or like your own tasks necessarily. Like, it's never gonna, I can never disconnect myself fully. I'm gonna see myself in all this sort of stuff. And I hear my own voice and do my thing. There has actually been several times where I've been listening through like old streams or whatever, and I'm like, oh man, dude, that sounds kind of cringe. Like, why did you say that? Or why did you make those sounds? Or why did you continue talking about that subject for so long? Or that intro were kind of sucky, or, you know, that kind of thing. There's a lot of things you can improve on, but it's really hard to be perfect as well. It's actually a thing. Now we talk about being cringe, or like, oh, why do you talk about this sort of stuff? That's one thing I've noticed too. Sometimes when I review like videos, or going back, like when we're having these kind of like chill talks or like relaxing streams, I talk about like YouTube a lot and streaming a lot, and like, oh, this is my perspective, blah, blah, blah. But I can see how that get old. It just happens, you know? It's not intentional. But yeah, I'm kind of sorry about that too, because it gets kind of stale. It's like the few things of streaming and the streams of Red that he talks about is just like how it is to stream and the things he struggles with. And like a common subject is like how much YouTube sucks, for example. Or like I was talking about earlier, we were talking about the line guard. There's a few times I've been ranting about the line guard too. So, you know, the differences between streams, I think technically you could jump into this stream where we're having now, and you can probably jump into a stream like 2 years ago where we were sitting and chilling and talking, and it would probably be pretty damn fucking similar, you know? And that's the problem. So it's never gonna change. So at least when we play games and we do stuff that's gonna be different games, I'm like a one-trick pony. More like a one-trick lion. I can only do the same stuff. Sorry to all the internet people. Sorry to anyone that might be listening to this after the fact. I do appreciate you, though. Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly like that. We can have a little bit of an ASMR stream instead. You can listen to me talk closer into the microphone, and maybe you'll enjoy that. I'll probably just sound really fucking creepy. I'm sorry about that. Hashtag fucking bored. Nah, I'm not bored, actually. I'm having a shield time. I don't like using the word bored, to be honest, because bored is sounding like a different kind of lazy. It's not frisky. It wasn't meant to be frisky. It was just like me talking, right? People like ASMR, but it can be kind of cringy at times. Like, especially like that kind of ASMR that you find like on Twitch and stuff. I almost got pissed. So I remember like there was at this LAN party we were at, and I don't remember who it was, but someone put up like a Twitch stream where there was just someone just licking like the microphone, like it was pretending like it was licking someone's ears or something like that. It's like an ASMR stream. I mean, I almost want to walk out. It kinda is, yeah. Or it is that I don't get it, that I don't get that sort of like body like reaction from hearing stuff. Like, you know, I can hear sounds and become like a little bit nostalgic to some extent, but I don't get like any sort of like reflex in my body. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds so good. I don't get the ASMR thing really. For most parts, I don't like it. I see it more like a joke, to be honest. But clearly there are a lot of people who likes it, so I guess I just have to accept that I'm in the wrong camp, you know? A little bit like that. I should start like a Patreon or something, and then I should have like a high-paying tier. And then in that tier you could get some ASMR video voice clips or video clips or whatever. You can send requests. How to cash in on the big bucks, yo. I wonder how he's going for Mirren, though. I wonder if they're surviving. We're going through the audio library here really fast. I really need to really find myself like some copyright-free sound music that sounds like chill. A lot of the music is usually like intense, like, you know, the annoying sort of Minecraft intro with like dubstep stuff or something like that. You know, that's the kind of like copyright-free music here. Like no copyright sounds or whatever they're called. Stuff like that. No, I don't want that. I want like really super chill, like laid-back music. Kind of like this. So like even if I'm on the way, on the verge of like kind of wanting to fall asleep, I can still sit and chill and it's gonna be fine. You're brushing your teeth. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I can't brush my teeth. Imagine that. ASMR brushing teeth stream. I would be afraid of my microphone. Also, I don't want like mint toothpaste on my microphone. There are probably people who enjoy some sort of like brushing teeth ASMR stream. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Oh well, though. Oh well. But yeah, the ASMR thing I'm never going to be able to get into properly. Now I wonder, next stream though, what the furkadurdle would I be streaming the next stream? See, I mentioned it earlier in the last stream, but I kind of really feel like getting back into Stardew Valley. But the problem is I don't have space. I really, really need to invest and get a new storage drive for my YouTube stuff. But it's like the same time, it's like I don't have that money that I can spend on it right now. I'm already paying off my graphics card as it is in the current moment, and I still got quite a bit to pay off of it as well. But yeah, I need a new YouTube storage drive so I can put all my stuff on there, because my drives for anything is quite full. That's a good thing with doing streams like this, right? Because there's no reason for me to really record it. If there's something that I say or something that I want to keep, I can go back to the VOD later, so it's fine. But when you're doing the play stuff, there could be something that happens or something interesting, so you want to have like a high quality recording of it. I'm just in a progress right now, going through some of the older streams and listening if there's something interesting, if there's something funny, if whatever, and then turn it in and make it into a clip and put it on a separate drive so it takes up less space. And that way I can delete the entire recordings later. I stopped doing the whole uploading full live streams with high quality because it takes a lot of time to re-render them and go through the audio and stuff like that. Which is kind of like a shame, but that's just how YouTube works. See, technically, I would love to have more high quality like I used to. Like, I would just copy-paste the entire stream, take my video local recording, re-upload it as a full video, cut out, like, audio oddities. Like, maybe if I had, like, a breathing sound or something in the middle, or if I went AFK for, like, a minute or something like that, or there's a section of the game that's very repetitive, I would just make the video better. Like, the stream itself would be better. Higher quality, better sounding, more interesting, and I would upload it as a video. But the time and energy it took, I just decided like earlier, like around New Year's, that it's not worth my time. Yeah, I would love to do that, but like my channel would look better, but it's not good for the channel. When I upload those long videos, there's not enough people watching, enough clicks and stuff. So it's hurting my channel essentially by me taking offline and privating or unlisting the live streams I've done and then re-uploading long videos that not enough people watch. I'm hurting my own channel. I'm shooting myself in the foot, essentially. So this is how it is now. So now I just do the live streams, I leave the VOD on the channel, and then if there's anything in particular, I made like edits or a change. I make a specific video about the stuff that I did. So the videos that I upload from now on is like a little bit more special. So there's way more less video uploads, but the live tab has way more. But yeah, going back on stuff that I always talk about when we have these sort of streams. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry I can't help myself. I'm sorry that I repeat myself and talk about the same stuff over and over. I don't have much to talk about. My life is boring. I live for the live streaming, and the live streaming lives for me. Yeah. You say that now. You're not gonna say that in 2 months' time when you heard that for the 11th time. But yes. But yes. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna stream. I should just sit by booty down like tomorrow or something and try to scrub through like 2 or 3 streams at least. Like maybe even the stream I had earlier today. And see if there's anything funny that I can turn into a clip and save onto my drive so I can use it later. And then just get rid of that so I have more space. Didn't I tell you? I think I told you. Well, partly it was because I wanted to learn how to edit. Like, you know, it's a good chance to, like, get into Sony Vegas and learn how to edit movies and stuff like that. Like, it's a good hobby, you know? But I'm pretty sure I told you. If I didn't, I'm gonna say it again. Because all those years ago when I made, like, those Lion King music videos and stuff like that, it was essentially, one summer I just revisited, like, I didn't have much to do. I just rewatched a lot of movies And that kind of like just sparked it interesting for like Lion King stuff again. I was like, damn, these movies are great. I've seen other people upload like music videos on YouTube with these movies. So I want to make my own. And, you know, as a sort of like huzzah or like hurrah for The Lion King. So I opened Windows Movie Maker. I put some clips together, added some music. I uploaded, made like a separate identity. And it's like, oh yeah, I could use this. It wasn't meant to be a long-lasting thing. It just ended up being. So... yeah. I don't... as it looks like, it's not impossible, but it's not likely. Because it just takes too much time to do music edits and stuff like that. And I don't get anything from it. Like, I prefer spending energy on something that I can get something out of. You know, people can watch these streams. Like, I can practice on talking better. I can practice on becoming a better streamer or expanding my channel and stuff like that. Like, all the old stuff that I have on my channel that is still public, it's hurting my channel because these are not people that care. Like, they don't necessarily care that much about the content that I post nowadays or the videos that I do or what I'm up to, what I'm trying to do. You know, I kind of like the creative process and stuff like that, but I managed to get quite far, and I posted quite a lot of things, and I managed to get quite good at it, and I got a lot of nice comments and stuff, but YouTube is not even the same like it used to. I mean, I could, but uploading copyrighted material onto my channel now when I'm actually trying to have it like semi-serious, like, you know, my channel, my content and that sort of stuff. I don't want to upload that kind of things because YouTube doesn't like it. It's not good. Now, if by any chance in the future I would get to a point where it's like, oh yeah, you could become verified now and you can have like super chat and whatever, you can get ads on your videos or something. Like, I don't fucking know, but like YouTube just can completely deny my partnership just because I'm uploading copyrighted material. Yeah, that I could. I mean, it's been a thought about it. Like, I can make some edits and stuff like that. It's fine. Well, it depends. Some of those take a lot of time. The closest I did was like when I talked about how my computer got screwed over. Like when I corrupted my Windows and had to like reinstall. Yeah. I just try to not be too cringy. Like, I'm probably cringe. Everyone is cringe. It's fine. Accept the cringe, essentially. But I don't know. We'll see. It's not impossible. I might upload some stuff at some point. But I'm trying to focus on the things that I have. Which is like, you know, chill streams, longer videos, maybe some edits with funny clips and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. Exploring some voice acting and stuff as well, you know? The shorts are also like a super hit and miss. You know, you can get like thousands of views easily, and then another short can get like 20 views, and then just die. Yeah. That's the thing. It's all about trying to improve and become better, necessarily. The way you're putting it is like a lot of it has actually been the case. You know, when I started off, I was thinking like, okay, what kind of stuff would I actually enjoy listening to? Like, what would I put on and, like, listen to and chill with? That's the lots of thing, but, you know, there's a lot of videos that are similar, so. There has been improvements over time, at least. But now it's more like if I want to take it another direction or try some new stuff. I don't really want to do, like, the long reviews or video essays about things. There might come a time and point where I make a video about something and make it, like, a little bit more video essay, but... yeah. I think there's some truth, though, to the stuff that you said in the very end there. A lot of content on the channels is more like more stuff that I would, yeah. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll try not to be a one-trick pony, though, you know? I'd like to keep it varied. Here's the thing, though. I told other people when we were doing streams like that, I feel like it's very important to keep the channel varied. Even if it means that it's not going to get as many views or it's not going to get as many new subscribers, I think it's very important to keep it varied. I don't want to be like that person that's like only know, oh, he only posts Minecraft videos. Or he only posts podcasts. Or he only posts memes. Or he only posts like video edits. I think if you start early and post like a lot of random stuff, if you by any chance grow by doing it, you got a quite solid like follow base, like a community. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, I can't be happy about the content. Like, you know, you can always strive for improvements, essentially. And I feel like you just can get better in many ways too. But, yeah, this personal stuff. I think I'm boring people by just talking about my personal stuff too much, if I'm going to be honest, because there's been so many cases where I've been talking about that too. An easy way to keep conversation going is to talk about yourself on stream. You can probably see that actually with a lot of streamers and stuff, like falling back. It's not like they're always talking about like a story or something interesting. They're just talking about themselves. It's like the safe bet. It's like, okay, it's quiet. I need to talk about something. And it's like, oh, you know what? This thing, I think this about that. And I want to do this thing tomorrow. And I was thinking like, maybe you guys would want to see this from me. And, you know, it's kind of like becomes this, a lot of streaming is like that, but don't get me wrong. You know, it's a lot of talking about as the creator, what you're thinking about, what you're making. It's not necessarily always a bad quality. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it's an easy bet because it's always easy to talk about yourself. The tricky part is sort of like putting yourself in a different sort of, I was gonna say wagon essentially, but like another carriage, like in another place, and talk about just stuff would subjectively be the right way to put it, maybe? Objectively? Those are two different words, my friends. They essentially just talk about stuff like general things. And also kind of like make it so it's more a conversation piece. It's kind of tricky. Something you need to practice on too if you're doing the live stream stuffs. But then again, if you're super big and you have lots of followers, they tend to care more like what you think about things. A lot of things you can practice on actually when you do live streams. I mean, it's always worth a try. But the thing is, if it feels super awkward and doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. You know? It's one of the things, there's a lot of things when in creative process, like sometimes stuff just feels forced. And I think pretty much like, at least for me, I've probably tried, but like putting my character with like different expressions over when I talk constantly, I feel like sometimes it could work, but I also feel like I would force it a little bit. I think it would be easier with like one of those like VTubers or whatever and had like a really cool custom 3D model that felt accurate and that you really liked, and then you can just have it in like in a webcam or something, and that would work. There's a reason why I just have a still image when we're sitting and having our talk, you know? Because it's more the focus about the talk and the content of the talk and the sounds of that rather than what's going on the screen. But it's hard. I'm walking on a thin line here. It's like it's not like I want to make it sound like I'm gonna shit on all the VTubers or anything like that. But the thing is, if you have a moving characters and a lot of stuff going on the stream, like that's gonna be entertained by itself. Like technically, by me just having my character here, like if I would just disable it, like boop, it's gone. You're just listening to me now. We're talking, you know, just us. Now this is like the raw stream. Like technically this would be the way to do it because sure you have a background, but there's nothing else going on. And technically it's about what's being said and what we're doing. I just feel like, you know, the extra spice there of having the characters, you know, it's the representation. It feels kind of nice. But when you have a VTuber character like an avatar, a lot of people, they rely on that to be the entertainment. Yeah, I don't feel necessarily VTubers are my style either. Like, I try to watch some few stuff, but I can never get hooked. Like, or like, I can never find the interest. Oh no, I'm a normie now. Oh, maybe I am. Yeah, actually, I think I had like the furry tag or something in this stream as well. Even though I don't necessarily consider myself like that kind of furry. I'm just having hopes and dreams that that tag by itself might just pop up randomly in the feed somewhere. It's gonna be lots of people, oh my god, that's a furry streaming, oh my god, I need to listen to it. Kind of a little bit like that. But yeah, we downgraded, that's for sure. There's no red on the stream right now. Actually, there's a red in the little banner. But yeah. It gets a completely different feel when you have it like this, obviously. But it's kind of like a signature thing, you know? It's kind of nice. It just feels nice to have that there. That I exist. I there, me there, I exist. But it's kind of thing too, I don't know about you, but it's like placing your character. It's very nice to have your own character, like, on the stuff. But it feels like overloaded too. It's like, oh, I have them in almost every single thumbnail, and then I also have it in the stream itself. Oh, and I have it in the backdrop of the chat, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, exactly. It's a wide definition. I'm pretty sure most normies would consider me a furry, that's the thing. Even though I don't really consider one myself. It is what it is. Wait, now, here's the deal. I could probably have stuck around a little bit longer, but I feel I've been doing a good enough job for tonight. I made up some lost time. I made up some lost streaming by doing 2 streams. So I actually think that I'm gonna hop off for the night, and I'm gonna chill for the rest of it. I really do appreciate the company, though. I appreciate the chit-chat. It's been a nice one. I'm probably gonna live stream sometime soon again. I don't know if I'm gonna live stream tomorrow. There's a possibility. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, cheers for the company. I hope you have a nice rest continued night. Is that even English? I don't even know. But yeah, I'll see you guys around soon. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Have a nice night. Toodles.